Welcome to episode 37 of 4th and 3 Dudes. I'm Chris, coming to you from here in Peachtree Corners. Gentlemen, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Bernie, still upstairs, not in the basement, from St. Mary's.
I'm Cord, and I'm in the basement. I've always been in the basement, but it's okay. It's warm down here.
Emma's in the basement.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, what? We're trading?
But not as far as the show goes, but anyway.
That's rigged.
Oh, sorry. That's not PG. But anyway, I'm drinking me a Tropicalia.
That's PG.
Yeah, that's PG. But I am a little older than that. But anyway,
A little bit, just a smidge.
What y'all drinking?
Maker's Mark and ginger ale.
Classic.
Cheers.
Raspberry tea.
Oh,
You had a little white wine earlier.
What?
Man,
I finished it.
Sorry.
So I moved on.
my computer took too long to boot up or to reboot.
I've been sitting here for an hour.
Yeah, not quite that long. But anyway, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the games from last week. The college football playoff semifinals have now been complete, and man, we really was hoping Ole Miss was going to find a way to beat Miami. But I guess we can go ahead and start there in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. So Ole Miss did lose a heartbreaker, 31-27. But I don't know, what were your big takeaways from that one, Cord?
Dude, well, I didn't see the huge dominant defense that all the experts said was going to show Miami's front four all going to the NFL. I mean, they did contain the run on Lacey a little bit. He still got over 100 yards, but, in all fairness, most of that was that 73-yard breakaway. And then Chambliss had more passing yards than Beck. No picks. So I mean, they did decent on offense. It was just, the third downs we couldn't stay on the field. I think they were 2 for 10 on third downs, and then if our defense could tackle in the open field, that would have been an easy win. I mean, at the fourth quarter, ESPN had Ole Miss chance of winning 80% with 1 minute left in the game.
Right.
Well, wah, wah. Oh, well, I mean, they did a good job.
It was a great season.
Yeah. But, I'm just glad they don't have to play Indiana. Woo!
No joke.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, how about you, Bernie? What were your big thoughts on that game or anything different?
Nama mentioned Malachi Tony. And did y'all see the picture someone posted this week? Rick's first season in Miami, he goes to a youth camp, and they show a picture of him in the middle, and all the kids are right with him doing the U, and right to his left is a little bitty Malachi Tony.
Oh goodness!
And they said someone had to plant the seed, and it was Rick. So I don't know. I like Cord said, I thought there'd be more of a defensive standing for Ole Miss, and they just didn't have any answers. And Beck did what he needed to do. He managed the game, and Ole Miss came up short in the end.
Yeah. No, Tony, go ahead.
They changed their quarterback play from the first half of the season where he had like 10 picks to the second half of the season where now he's only throwing like 5 or 7 yard outs instead of going deep where he's getting picked off. So, and then Ole Miss couldn't stop that dive right. Everything was just a big roll and tumble 4 or 5 yards. So once you got into the red zone, unless you don't punch the ball out, they're just going to roll with that. So,
yeah. No, I mean, again, one of those things, it wasn't until later in the game that Beck threw a ball that was over 10 yards in the air. Yeah. And then I think he made 3 passes total. I mean, one of them was that really bad busted coverage by Ole Miss where they had that long touchdown to, I think, Marion. But yeah, almost like you said, it is. He became more the dink and dunk kind of stuff, the stuff that everybody yells at Bobo about, doing the quick outs and stuff like that, just doing things not to lose because his defense was doing well enough. I mean, Lacey, I think it was on that long run is where he tweaked that hamstring a little bit because he wasn't the same really after that.
Yeah, you can see he pulled up within 15 yards, and then he turned his head back. He's like, "Ooh."
Yeah, no, I thought he was trying to figure out where the people were. I think that, in retrospect, I think that was where he kind of pulled it, and he was like hoping he could just coast in. But
and probably heard it more trying to speed up.
Yeah. So I mean, he was able to work his way back into the game, but he was not quite the same. And I think I don't know if y'all looked at that one I sent y'all earlier in the week about the Warren Sapp talking about that no call at the end of the game. I mean,
what do you say?
The fact that no, he was all into. He's like, man, that's as bad as the one that they had against Ohio State or whatever when they lost the game with Ohio State. I think it was when there was they got a phantom interference call. Ullman is like, that was all the way the other way. It's like he said, look at him. He's grabbing him by the shoulder pads, holding his left hand's on the guy's shoulder pads, pulling him down as they're crossing the line into the end zone. Right. And then he's got his arm. I mean, but they just, I don't know why they don't call pass interference on those Hail Marys, because that was bad. I mean, the fact that they had 18 seconds left, were able to get the kickoff in the end zone and move 40 yards in 2 plays to give themselves a shot from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and that was kind of incredible. I did like that. That was neat.
Which is, I mean, again, we only had 8 seconds, but that's more of what I was hoping Georgia was going to do at the end of the game against Ole Miss versus the lateral fest. But I mean, yeah, it was the fact that they had a shot at the end, and it's like, man, this is one of those fairy tale things where they're going to probably be able to pull it out. But yeah, I mean,
not so fast, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, Miami has played well. I mean, Bain and Mesidor did not have the numbers and things like you thought they would, but Chambliss, again, he gets the ball out really quickly as well. I mean, did he take many sacks? I don't think he really took a whole lot of
any sacks.
Right. So I mean, he's getting rid of the ball.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of the ball and everything. So that's one thing that they did much better than the other teams Miami's played against. I mean, he got rid of it, kind of some of what we were talking about last week going into it. But Miami played a great game. I don't know, Cristobal's got something going down there, and we'll just see. But now they got to play against Indiana. So, turning the page to that game. The Indiana boat raced the University of Zero, 56-22 in the Peach Bowl.
That was the best game of the whole playoffs.
It was, because I went to bed at halftime.
without it worry about the thing changing at all.
When I got up, I was surprised they scored 22. I was like, oh, they scored 22. Wow.
Yeah. That was
glorious.
I knew Indiana was good. I know they've been playing well. I don't think they've been playing against really great competition, even in the playoffs against, Alabama, because, they've had plenty of problems, but holy smokes. I mean, to work as hard as they did to get a 10-point win in Eugene, and the fact that the Mercedes-Benz was turned into Indiana's home stadium. I mean,
so what do you think the difference was between the 10-point win and the 100-point win at the end of the season?
I think
Oregon was banged up a little bit.
Yeah, Oregon was definitely banged up. They didn't have their top 2 running backs. The running back they did use was already in the transfer portal, but he agreed to play in the game, which I got to give him props for doing that. Which a lot of kids wouldn't do that. He played pretty well, but I think the other thing was it does show how well Indiana has done improving through the course of the year, and being indoors on a fast track. That definitely didn't hurt anything. They got some stud receivers. They got at least 2 good running backs, and Mendoza can actually run the ball too. He looks like a baby giraffe running, but holy smokes, he can actually move pretty well, and is smart about it.
And that was definitely a home game for Indiana. The only green and yellow in the stands was the band.
Yeah, in that one corner of the end zone.
Blech. Gross.
Yeah, but it was the fact that the game starting with a pick six on the Oregon's first offensive play. I'm like, holy crap, this game is over. I think Bernie even texted it. Said game over. But
and it was.
Yeah, they did. Then they came back. Well, I think they got the ball back. Did they score on that next drive, or did they hold? Because I mean, it was 7-7, and then Indiana just started pulling away,
blood stomping them.
I mean, Indiana's defense was amazing the whole time. I mean, they even got that block kick in the punt in the fourth quarter to set up a 7-yard touchdown too. I mean, Indiana
downhill the whole game.
Yeah, they were playing on short fields. I mean, that's one thing Mendoza did too. He did a really good job crediting the defense for putting them in situations where they didn't have to work hard. Because I mean, the total numbers offensively, I mean, I think Mendoza was under 200 yards passing, and they were under 200 yards rushing, or as close to it. So the numbers weren't gaudy, but they were just every time they had it,
they get the ball in the red zone.
Yeah, they were doing something with it. So, but yeah, it was.
It speaks to Signetti because you know, a lot of people made a big thing about the transfer portal and all the kids are there playing together for the first time. So you got to give it to him as a head coach to keep that locker room, you know, focused and together all the way through an undefeated season. So that and the fact that they just, I don't know, they didn't ever seem like they were going to be beaten Friday night. You know, Oregon is not going to beat them. You know, so Saturday we played golf, and you know, we were talking about the games, and you know, looking forward to the game Monday night, right? So you know, we were saying, what was the line? I said, well, I looked it up. I said, y'all guess. And I had answers from, you know, 6 to, I think, 14.5. And at the time, it was 6.5.
Right.
So the guy on the right, you know, he was the closest, but I just looked it up, and now it's up to 9. So there's not a lot of people believing in the fact that Indiana can lose. And the fact that he's lost 2 games since he's been there, and it's a pretty amazing story in college football. And these days and times, we'll talk about the transfer portal and all the roster changes and coaching changes and how it affects everything in a later episode. But it's pretty amazing what he's done. Win or lose next Monday night, you know, amazing season for Indiana.
Yeah.
Amazing run.
No, I mean, I guess they talked about the fact he wants production is the main thing he wants to have seen when he's brought people in. And the fact that there are so many seniors on that Indiana team too, I believe. I mean, they're going to be losing a lot of people, but
yeah,
they've got a team that's that core of them has played together. He brought a significant number of them from James Madison that came over and were able to help the culture that he built in James Madison, which was a winning culture too. I mean, he won a championship with them too. He's able to bring that to Indiana, and it's taken hold, and it's working. So, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, we can go ahead and let's first, before we transition fully to the championship game, we want to talk about how the glorious picks have gone so far.
Oh, the glorious picks. You mean Cord's picks?
Yeah.
Cord sucked in the regular season. I mean, sucked. But going back to the championship weekend, Nama has managed 6 wins.
Yes, that's
I have managed 10, and Cord has 15.
Damn.
Cord notables.
Stupid Alabama.
Cord's the only one that picked Ole Miss in the Sugar Bowl against the Dogs. He's the only one that picked Indiana in the Rose Bowl. There's one other one. Sorry.
I told you so.
And there's one more. Hold on.
See, the whole season was just my warm up.
Yeah, he just
He's just playing. He's just playing.
It's like a
Good thing we didn't put any money on this, but yeah.
Puppet strings.
Yeah. So congratulations, Cord.
Yeah. So we were all 1-1 last week.
Turns out you win.
Yeah.
The postseason.
Hooray.
We can't press.
That's all that matters.
All right. So go ahead and turning.
You only got 6?
Hey, I was going for the little guys. I was believing them.
You must have been under anesthesia or something.
I was. I mean, let knee replacement.
Started slow. He got slower. And
No. I didn't start slow.
More pills, please.
Championship week, I won. Championship week over you fools.
Saying it wasn't a fast start.
But then I had anesthesia. So, all right. So the national championship game is coming up next Monday night. Because, again, that's just the best time to freaking play a championship game when everybody has to work the next day. But whatever.
It's like Super Bowl.
In Miami. Well, Super Bowl at least starts at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So you have time to be done.
7:30, right?
Yeah, this is 7:30 or 8, depending on how long everything goes.
8
So, yeah. But anyway, it's at Miami's home field, which is the first time I guess since they've gone to the playoff system that the team that one of the teams that's in the championship game has played it on their home field, and so that's going to be interesting.
Speaking of which, real quick, so who's the Miami player whose mom doesn't like to fly, and she's driven to every game?
That's the running back, I think.
The running back,
Fisher, I think.
18,000 miles she's driven. 12,000 in the playoffs. I mean, that's shout out to that mom. I mean, I'm not pulling for your son, honey, but I mean that's dedication.
Yeah, I think it's the running back. They're one of the primary running backs.
I love that.
Yeah. Miami, of course, is not the official home team, so it's going to be interesting to see if they have some kind of negotiation or whether or not Indiana is going to take their locker room and put Miami over the visiting locker room. That would be interesting to see.
I don't think it'll matter. I think it's going to be, how many Indian fans are going to travel down there?
Yeah.
You're going to have a whole state down there buying those fat tickets from Miami.
The whole state. Exactly.
Yeah. It's going to, it'll be interesting to see how the stadium looks.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Tissues.
We can zip that out.
Hold on. Is this another bot fly?
Mom!
Is this a bot fly situation?
You got a spill over here.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Ooh, that was a big one.
Good thing. You got your funeral mask or whatever to put on?
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
No, I'm not that sad yet.
I don't know if you keep all the props around, but
no, it's a good day. I got to play my secret video at the end of the show tonight. Stay tuned.
Okay. All right. So, like Bernie said earlier, I guess it's a 9-point line and in favor of Indiana. And I mean,
Cord's got to go first.
No, I'm picking last. I don't want you guys copying me.
It doesn't matter. You're winning.
Hold on. Where's my pencil?
I mean, the big things. I think I'm taking the Hoosiers too. I mean, I would not be crazy enough to pick against them right now.
All right, let's pick let's pick our own spread. See who gets closest instead of just a 3-way tie.
Oh, what we think the closest to the amount that Indiana wins by?
Right.
Oh, okay. Let me get another pad of paper.
Oh yeah, there.
Okay, so Cord's you're officially on record with the -9, but we're gonna go with
the secondary.
Yeah, the tiebreaker.
All right, so Indiana
for all the nachos.
All right, by how much do you say, Cord?
21.
Cord 21. Nama.
I'll go 24.
Oh, nice.
I'll go 20.
$1. Just $1.
Go $1. Let's go. No, it's closest to it. It's not without going. It's not without going over. It's closest to.
Go 18. So
yeah, what does Vegas know?
I think it's a game.
Hey, watch the line jump after the show posts.
I think it's a game for about maybe a half. Maybe it's like Indiana has the ball and scores late, and then they get the ball in the second half, and then it kind of becomes a blowout, and they kind of stomp on the kind of take some knees and keep the clock running. So yeah, Indiana.
Right.
I don't know if Signetti's much of a down the ball kind of guy. I think with everything that's happened and all the people that have talked about Indiana and everything else, and especially
When you
being
worn
down
that
there.
quarter zip for 3.5 weeks now, I mean, he's ready to get that thing off and take a shower.
Oh man! All right, go
Belichick Jr. Well, they might catch up.
And going back to that game, the last game, that post game interviews, the two of them with Signetti first, with when they're talking to him and they're asking, he's already thinking about next week or whatever, and he's like, I ain't thinking about next week. I'm thinking, have me a cold beer.
Cold beer.
I'm like, oh, I do like this guy.
Oh, he's got a sense of humor.
Oh, he does, and so does Mendoza. I mean, he won. The thing with him, that was the second part, was when he was doing all his post game things, and it was Scott Van Pelt and Reese Davis in the booth. They tried to have him come over. He came over and started talking to them, and then they needed him up on the stage for the awards ceremony. And so then he came back. He ran back on and just showed back up on the stage again, and started talking about the whole synergy and all this other stuff. And so Reese Davis looked at him and got like, so how would you actually? I mean, explain how you think this synergy works and this other thing. You've mentioned it multiple times. And Mendoza's like, oh, I just use that word. I have no idea what it means. But then he immediately is like, I'm just joking. And he does explain it properly. And so, I mean, that was a neat thing to see. He's loosened up some. But I mean, even going back to like the Heisman ceremony, where the fact was he needed the list of former Heisman winners that were going to be there, not knowing if he was going to win or not, but he wanted to know every one of their names so he could look up all their stats to be able to, and information to be able to talk to each one of them about their playing time. So it's a neat story. So
yeah.
But anyway, so I'll be watching it, and again, I think that Indiana's we all think they're going to win by at least 18. So
yeah, at least.
But
so they'll win by 56.
Yep.
Well, I'll be anything on my clock.
You can hope. So, anything else before we go ahead and wrap up? And we'll come back. Plan on coming back, like you said, after the championship game. Talk about, because the transfer portal closes this weekend. We can talk about those moves for the Beavers and the Dogs and some of the other teams around the SEC that we find notable. But
Peloton Kate lost a big one.
Yeah,
but we'll save that for next week.
She's happy about it. Her brother's not as happy about it, but he says he's a baller because Alex goes to all the games and with Aunt Kathy and all the home games, and he says he's a baller. He's from down here in Camden County, so glad to have him.
Nice. All right,
a little nugget.
All right, you got to close out the show with the annual Oregon State Beaver celebration video that I sent to you.
Okay. You sent it to me just now, or you sent it to me earlier?
Before the show.
Wait a minute. He's got to reboot.
I might have to reboot again. No.
Right, well, you reboot later.
All right, and I'll be sure to throw that Warren Sapp thing in too, just so we can have that as a nugget going out too.
Rigged. It was rigged.
It was rigged. We'll do that at the end. So stay for after the credits so you can see the rest of the story. All right, well, that'll go ahead and wrap us up for this episode. So until next time, Hoosiers!
Go Dogs.
Go Beats.
No natty. No natty for you. No natty for you. No natty for that guy. Hey. No natty for that guy. Natty. Hey.
Hey man, I gotta talk about this 800-pound gorilla that's in the room.
Okay.
That was pass interference.
At the end.
Listen, I've seen a lot of hands on. You know what I'm saying? I get people, put their hands on me all the time. But Lord Jesus, I ain't never seen a man grab a man like that, run from the 1 yard line all the way to the back of the end zone, pull him down, jump up in the air, don't know where the ball at, and the ball still hits the receiver hand.
It did his hand. Ain't no doubt about that.
No, we got. No. I want you to watch it again and watch number 7 look up like I'm finna go get this thing. He go up, and this hand just stops. And this hand does not.
They said pass interference is no longer a penalty.
Oh, well, I talked to him.
I
You
think
know,
the receiver. I'm with you, Sal. I'm with you now. It was pass interference.
no. I'm gonna give you.
I think the receiver helped it not get called because he look where his hands at.
No. I'm gonna give you my theory because I got this from the 3-time champion Kelvin Harris. He owns 3 national championship rings, and if the referees wouldn't have called that Cleveland Gary play at Notre Dame a fumble, he'd have 4 rings. He says the back judge was on his way home, and at that point, everybody thinking the game is over, and unless you get a miraculous catch, we're not calling that. So, and they owed us one from Ohio State, but that was the worst pass interference call since that Ohio State game. Wow. Yeah, that was bad.
Damn.